Motorola is the company that developed the world's first commercial handheld mobile phone, and indeed has come a long way in decades. Motorola has everything from pocket-sized brick phones to smartphones with a rotary keyboard. Since 1973, with the advent of the Dynatac 8000X, also known as the godfather of mobile phones, Motorola has made a variety of cell phones, messaging phones, clamshell phones, stylish phones, and smartphones. Browsing old Motorola phones for sale can be a difficult task. To make it easier, we have brought the list of the best old Motorola phone models you can buy in the UK, Canada, the USA, and worldwide in 2026. We have included all old Motorola phones from 1973 to 2000. This list also includes flip phones, Razr phones, and others. 1. Motorola Dynatac 8000X, 1973. The world's first mobile phone, the Dynatac 8000X, is one of Motorola's oldest phones with an antenna. It became the first commercially available mobile phone and is fondly remembered as an iconic part of the 1970s. When the phone arrived, the mobile was most likely. It was the world's first portable handheld phone in the United States since 1973. At its release, it was considered a symbol of wealth and futurism. It looks old-fashioned and almost comical now, but this phone heralded the future of modern smartphones. The phone's antenna, a brick phone, is 8 centimeters wide and weighs 784 grams. And the antenna alone is only 20 centimeters, so pockets are prohibited. A 10-hour charge and 30-minute talk time may sound ridiculous today, but their role and importance in opening up the portable chat box era are not doubted. A true tech icon in every sense. 2. Motorola Microtac 9800X, 1989. Microtac 9800X is one of the old Motorola phones in the 1990s. In 1989, mobile phone service providers lowered the price of handsets to attract new customers. Motorola is starting to dominate the top of the market. Microtac 9800X was the little lightweight phone on the market. The other phones were bricks, but the Microtac C promised a future form. It was portable and used in almost every music video throughout the late 1980s and early 1990s. Despite the $3,000 price tag, the Microtac has good reviews. Microtac established Motorola's strategy of producing flagship phones that have often succeeded as the most excellent phones on the planet. 3. Motorola Personal M301, 1992. The Motorola Personal phone feels more like a domestic phone than a mobile phone. There is a reason for this. It was Motorola's first UK consumer phone, and it wanted people to feel like they were in familiar territory. Motorola introduced the personal phone in 1992. Two providers, Vodafone and Cellnet, dominated the business market, but mobile phones were still too expensive for consumers. Motorola has made this phone as simple as possible. There was no display. It has a simple button similar to a cordless phone and only 3 function keys: power, send, and end call. Nothing confuses novice mobile users. 4. Motorola 3200, 1992. Motorola introduced the 3200 in 1992. This wasn't their first GSM phone. That distinction returned to the International 1000, a large portable handheld Motorola phone released a year earlier in 1991. However, this was the first Motorola mobile product featured on the GSM. The Motorola 3200 quickly became the most popular GSM phone in the USA, UK, Canada, Australia, and other big countries. It was expensive at first. Carphone Warehouse sold this phone in August 1993 for £762. However, the price fell quickly. By 1993, it was the cheapest digital phone. The Motorola 3200 is very collectible today, as it is the only phone that looks like the classic yuppie brick still available on GSM networks. A newer 2G small SIM card is required. 5. Motorola StarTAC, 1996. This is where Motorola made a name for itself in the tech world. StarTAC is the successor to Microtac, a semi-clamshell phone released in 1996. StarTAC was one of the consumer's first mobile phones to be widely adopted. Launched by Motorola in 1996, the StarTAC was the smallest and lightest mobile phone on the planet. Not only that, but it has also redefined the whole concept of what a cell phone should look like. Motorola's StarTAC came with two of the most desirable things of the time, side by side. The old Edmund's trick was to conjure up two people as small and hot as a gold card in one breath. Perhaps unmatched by any other phone, the StarTAC had an indefinable quality that could be put alongside the most desirable possessions money could buy. 6. Motorola D160, 1997. Motorola was known for luxury phones like the StarTAC, but the company also made bread and butter calls for the more modest. If you couldn't afford a StarTAC in the 1990s, you could buy the D160. It is also remembered as one of the first pay-as-you-go PAYG phones. The Motorola D160 was a separate product from StarTAC. It was big, heavy, and cheap. This phone and its analog cousin, the A130, were some of the first pay-as-you-go phones. The D160 was the digital version of Motorola's entry-level analog phone, the A160. It had one unique feature. If you need to use the phone in an emergency and the battery is dead, use AA batteries instead. 7. Motorola i1000 Plus, 1998. The i1000 Plus is an old Motorola phone's 1998. It is the world's first handset to combine a digital phone, two-way radio, alphanumeric pager, internet microbrowser, email, fax, and two-way messaging. 8. Motorola TimePort L7089, 1999. The Motorola TimePort L7089 was the first phone to work in Europe, the UK, and the US. For a short time, it has become the phone of choice for international business people. It may have lacked the glamour or the fashion sense, but this phone was all about functionality. The world of mobile communications was changing rapidly at the turn of the century. Initially favored by the UK and US, the old analog standard was quickly overshadowed by GSM. Although GSM is intended to be the same standard for everyone, at least within the EU, the UK, and the US have gone their separate ways. 9. Motorola TimePort, 1999. The Motorola TimePort is one of several candy bar phones manufactured by Motorola. Its design included an organic electroluminescent display that included green, blue, and red, which were classics of the time, although not in full color. TimePort made its name by operating on GSM 900 MHz, 1800 MHz, and 1900 MHz networks. It can also work in the UK, most of Europe, and the US. This phone was the phone of choice for management at the time. 10. Motorola V100, 1999. Described as a personal communicator and phone, the V100 sparked a two-way messaging craze. Vibrating notifications, mono ringtones, and funky designs have made this product popular. Thanks for watching. Please do subscribe our channel.